Yo, what's good? It's your boy JT Opposite from the Norm back with another one. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, and definitely make sure you subscribe. All right, before I get to this, the title, every other race does it. Why can't we? Um, I don't know if y'all watched the debate last night and saw my commentary on it. It was messy. I seen a couple people dislike my shit. Instead of saying in the comments what you felt about it, like if you felt I misrepresented 45, because I know that's what it was about, then just go ahead and say this is what I felt he said was true. Let's just have some dialogue about it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can help me understand to look deeply into some certain things that I might be missing. I'm always open to logical conversation, research, finding facts and truth. But anyways, let's get back to it. The reason why I titled this "Every Other Race Does It, Why Can't We?" is because I keep noticing from every other race, including my own race, saying the most ignorant and stupid shit. I appreciate all the people that's genuinely out there with us, protesting and standing up against oppression and racism and all that bullshit, because we understand we all in this together. But it's so sad that I keep hearing people, like I was watching Tariq Nasheed and he was having conversation with this Puerto Rican chick, and I seen the conversation before I seen the video. Then I just saw the video where he was talking about the chick, and he made some real strong, valid points in the culture of Puerto Rico. And I hear about this all the time from people that's actually been there. I've heard it from other Puerto Ricans. You can hear Fat Joe telling a story about how when he was doing Fed time that year for the tax situation that they convicted him of, that he was in Miami or something, I believe, and was it Miami or New York? New York or Miami? He was serving his time, and he was cool with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, blacks, Puerto Ricans, whoever, that was just good people. Say some Puerto Rican dude came in there that was supposed to be a leader of one of the Puerto Rican squads and was trying to tell him that he shouldn't be dealing with black people. And Joe said he was laying on his cot looking at the ceiling. When he said that, he said he leaned up off of his seat and was like, my brother, you deserve an Oscar if you think you gonna stop me from mingling with black people. Like, he let him know straight up, bruh, where I come from is a different heritage and culture that we have. We don't have a problem with blacks where I come from. In my area, we get along with everybody. And Joe and Big Pun got rich. So this is why me and my partner HD always had much respect for somebody like Big Pun as well, because they always talked about the ancestry, the history of, Africans going to Puerto Rico, how they colonized everywhere and brought Africans everywhere. So we have African heritage in all cultures, basically. So let them know that's not gonna fly. But what's so sad, you do have that culture of Puerto Ricans that take their shit out on black people. Then you have Africans, Jamaicans, Haitians, all these different black cultures that come over here and look at us like we're wrong for calling out racism. Asians too. I done seen videos where Asians was talking about us complaining about it, and it's like, what y'all motherfuckers don't want to do your research on because you're so busy being brainwashed, and you think looking the other way is gonna stop hatred and devilish racism, which you never will. What you're not trying to educate yourself on and paying attention to is the fact that the difference in black Americans, right, from any other black person that comes from a different background, a different culture or a different country, we're the only race that when we was put in captivity, we was robbed of our culture. So for the stupid ass ignorant Africans that exist, that don't understand this, because I'm starting to see, God bless them, a lot of Africans that's waking up and seeing and learning. Like, you see a person like the comedian Godfrey that's learned his shit from growing up over here and seeing what it doesn't matter what your culture is. As long as you're black in America, it's going through racism. Just like I remember watching an old Sopranos episode where they was beating up on this black African brother, and nigga or whatever, but he was portraying what they say. They called him a nigger when they was beating up on him. He said, I'm not a nigger, I'm African. like nigger is actually a fucking race. It's a derogatory slur. But a lot of people don't realize we've been robbed of our culture. So all these other cultures that come to this country, you came willingly, and they give y'all stuff. They help you get college educations. They help y'all get money to build businesses and own property and all of that. They give you money. You know why? Because they know you're not going to share with us. And they never do. They never have. All you see is Jamaicans, Africans, Arabs, Asians, Italians. You see all these different cultures and races that come here, build up a little community, and don't fuck with the black people. And they listen to this shit these racist crackers over here say. They listen to that shit. And then they start talking shit. Oh, you're just complaining. All you need to do is get up and work harder. Okay. So what about the atrocities that happened to us? From when we was going through segregation, Jim Crow, Reconstruction. All these black communities that we built up and was burnt down. Racist ass crackers and police was able to come through our communities, drag us out of it, and kill us and throw us in jail for bullshit. Looking at a white bitch. Like, all this bullshit that we've been through, they erased that. That's why I keep telling my people, you got to be, you know what I'm saying, coherent of what's being said upon you. Because I see a lot of my own people stupid enough to listen to this rhetoric and wonder why, you know what I'm saying, other racist motherfuckers be saying, oh, you know, that's conservative talk. That's why they say that shit. It's because we don't realize what we're saying leans toward what they say a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad for the people that be like, hold up, just because I'm saying my people need to do better, don't mean I'm like you, motherfucker. You gotta let them know I'm not like you. Because I love my people. You have to let them know that. Because they swear up and down that, like, if you look at somebody like A$AP Rocky, what he said was conservative. And it was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest, the honest God truth. It was messed up because, you know, the reality of it is, it's racist people out there that do wrong. To sit up there and act like every black person that get killed or arrested by an officer has actually done something to deserve it, when you see the history, that's not true. Actually look into it. And then don't just look into what the police say. Look into both sides. That's the shit that make me sick. Like, people get mad at me, and I'm gonna start highlighting motherfuckers, give y'all the attention you want, putting you in the show, making videos of you stupid asses. People got mad at me for saying Lupe Fiasco is a coon. He keeps showing y'all time and time. I don't give a fuck how much of a fan I used to be of Lupe Fiasco. I'm not gonna let him slide with that shit. I used to be a fan of Lupe Fiasco. So I know what I'm talking about. I listened to pretty much all his albums. I supported Lupe. But then I supported him when he was saying what he was saying about Obama. I supported him. I felt him. I supported him. But then when he started saying this other cool shit, I was like, I can't support that, my bro. And when he kept going too far, I was like, okay, I'm done with this nigga. And I called it out. That's how you do it. You can't sit there and tell me you're supposed to blindly follow somebody who's wrong. Come on. For somebody who comes from Chicago and you're not in Chicago doing the work, of course I'm not gonna roll with you. I'm not gonna ride with you. You're wrong. And you can tell somehow somebody brainwashed. If you mean to tell me that you would say you would allow a black man to fuck you over, as long as it's not a white man, that's some cool mentality too. It should be nobody fuck you over. In fact, the black man is more worse and wrong for doing that shit than the white man, because he know better. He know where he came from. L.A. Reid know where he came from. And look how L.A. Reid left fucking Bobby Shmurda in prison. I wasn't gonna spend none of my money. It was the label money. It wasn't your money. It was the label money. We all know L.A. Reid and Leor Cohen and Steve Stout, motherfuckers like they don't spend their own money. The only people that spend their own money is like fucking Master P and Dame Dash and Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. Them the only people that was willing to spend their own money. Look where he got them. They still, you know what I'm saying? Nip gone got herself, but he lives on. His name lives on. Believe that. That man gonna live on. The marathon continues. Believe that. But you see Master P still getting it. You see Dame Dash still getting it. You know what I'm saying? Whether wrong or right, you agree or disagree, whatever. Shit is lonely at the top. But my whole thing is we keep doing this same ignorant ass shit. And people coming at us talking about we need to stop complaining. And then try to turn around and say, I mean, yeah, you should call it out. What you think we doing? Every time it happens, expose the motherfuckers and call them out for their racism. That's what you're supposed to do. The problem is, for so long, we had kept letting it slide. And thankfully, God bless us to be able to use the internet as a tool to show what's going on to our people. When George Floyd's situation happened, it was the people that put that out. When Ahmaud Arbery happened, it was the people who put that out. When Breonna Taylor happened, that was the people who put that out. Like us, we let this shit be known. We let this shit be like, don't let this be swept under the rug. Because I remember them days. I'm 36 years old. So I grew up, I was born in 84. You know what I'm saying? And quote unquote, I come from the hood, right? I remember things happening and it not being reported. And matter of fact, that shit still goes on to this day. It's stuff that happens to black people that don't get reported. I keep finding out about stuff. I'm like, wow, that ain't like when they was talking about only 9 people got killed last year, innocent black people. Kind of found out it was like 35. It was people in Minnesota that talked about the year that the year before, it was black people that got killed that didn't get mentioned. And then when I try to look for them, I can't find them. But then you'll see people report shit that don't make the national news. That's what we need to be doing. I love my people, but I feel so sorry for a lot of you who swear up and down that all they trying to do is trigger us to go out and do something stupid. You got to realize something. They're not triggering us to go out and do something stupid. What they're doing, which is what they've been doing, is showing us how to be good niggas. If we get out of line, this is what's going to happen to you. That's what they're showing you. We got to wake up and realize that. I'm old enough to remember that. All that is nigga, stay in your place. That's all that is. Because I've seen stories, in the history of St. Petersburg, they had stories like that where they was talking about they didn't want. Or matter of fact, let me give y'all something that y'all can see. Malcolm X, his father got rest his soul, and God rest his soul. His father, racist ass crackers used to try to run him out of cities that he came and preached in because he used to talk that Marcus Garvey shit. Rest in peace to the king. He used to talk that Marcus Garvey knowledge, excuse me. Lord forgive me, I don't mean to say shit. But he used to talk that Marcus Garvey King knowledge. Wake up, my people. You know what I'm saying? We can go back and let's go back and focus on taking our land back. What they would say, you need to go on somewhere. You stirring up good regular Negroes. That's what they used to do, even though we were segregated and separated. His father, Malcolm X's father, would go to black communities and say that. He wasn't coming out saying, let's go kill Whitey. He was saying, let's go take our homeland back. Wake up, let's go take our homeland back because he studied under Marcus Garvey. So you mean to tell me if we're just telling our people to be safe, be careful, don't deal with this racist motherfucker, you're trying to say we just trying to stir something up. You got to realize that is the whole thing with the systemic racism in this country. Don't wake black people up. They don't want us to wake up. When we see these trigger things, it's the people that put it out. All this stuff, like I just named, all those brothers and sisters got killed. All right? From Tatiana to Breonna to Sandra Bland to all this stuff is what the people have been, what we've been putting out to let our people see because it keeps getting swept under the rug. You get what I'm saying? So don't listen to that on some easily brainwashed shit. Ask questions like, okay, why would they try to trigger us? And then you'll hear Donald Trump say in the debate last night, he don't want race sensitivity training. Why would you not want that? He said because it's trying to make it look like this country is racist. It got to make this country look like shit. This country is fucking racist. It is. That's just point blank fucking period. This country is fucking racist. It is. And my thing is for my people. If y'all really want to stay here, you need to be trying to make changes. Stop trying to turn your back. And if you have a problem with that, shut the fuck up. Go in your little crab hole and just live your life. Don't worry about what the soldiers and warriors got going on over here. If y'all scared, then be scared. I'm going to give you another good example. A great one. Here in St. Petersburg, my mentor, Mr. Herbert Murphy. God bless. I love that brother. He was he's like a father figure to me. He from Jersey, came to St. Pete and made a huge difference. He was working with the Boys and Girls Club, then he came and made his own thing, ACT, Arts Conservatory for Teens, doing things that St. Pete has never seen before. Like, people trying to do stuff now, but he was doing it since 2000 or so. You know what I'm saying? I know him since like 2003 or 4. So 16, 17 years now. I known this brother and I seen the works he did in the community. He was the one that when he made his own program, we teaching about financial literacy, responsibility as young black men and young black females, how to do real estate, how to make jewelry, how to get a trade, how to get, you know what I'm saying, yourself together to go to college. Like, these are the things he's been doing for years. So he don't sit around and talk about what black people need to do. That man been putting his feet to the pavement since I've known him and before I've known him. This is what, God bless him, he's been doing for years, for decades now. So if you're somebody that want to help black people, then put your feet to the pavement and help. Stop just running your mouth. The thing I get so tired of YouTubers, and no offense, but I just want to critique it, honestly, from what I seen and I analyze. The problem I have with a lot of YouTubers that talk this black shit, all you do is run your mouth on YouTube. You have yet to put your feet to the pavement. It's okay to talk, but really, really be informative. Really, really do some investigative reporting. Really, you know what I'm saying? Like, have people on the show and interview people that's doing stuff in the community. Highlight them. You know what I'm saying? Like, really do your journalistic due diligence. You feel what I'm saying? Interview people that's doing stuff for your community wherever you're at. Interview those people. Highlight those people. Give them shots out. Like you see, I always shout out Herbert Murphy if you listen to this podcast. If you haven't, get to know Herbert Murphy. Look up ACT, A-C-T, Arts Conservatory for Teens here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Look up what he's done. I highlight brothers and sisters in the community. You know what I'm saying? Look at my sister, my older sister, Deborah Figs Saunders. She's over District 5 here in St. Petersburg. Look her up and all the things she's done in the community, working with the YMCA, helping a black woman get elected as a judge here. Look her up. I highlight black people all the time that's doing great things in the community. I talk about the things that I've done. If you're not going to put your feet to the pavement, at least salute the people who are in your community. If you're really for black people, at least do that. If you don't know how to put your feet to the pavement, salute the people that do and highlight the people that do. Stop just running your fucking mouth on YouTube, talking about stuff that you don't do in real life. You can sit there and say what black people need to do, but you don't do shit. What do you fucking do? We can sit around and talk about everybody else. Oh, I don't believe this person. I don't believe that person. What are you doing? Because it's so sad for you to turn around and start agreeing with all these other race soldiers and race baiters that we just sit around complaining and we ain't doing nothing. Then you just as bad as them because you don't do nothing. But it gets on my nerves. We sit around and talk all this bullshit about people who doing stuff. But you mean tell me you don't do nothing? Come on, man. So much you could be doing. So much. And we do nothing. Use your platform to do something. Make some changes. Actually put your feet to the pavement. Highlight other people. But back to what I was saying. Every other race stands up for themselves. And we not supposed to? Why? Because Master told you to tell us that? We wrong for standing up for? That's my thing. And we so bad about that. Then why y'all don't say nothing when Jewish people do it? And I ain't try to diss them. I respect their gangster. But my thing is, y'all don't say nothing when Jewish people do it. You notice Jewish people get their shit. They put their feet to the pavement. You disrespect them, shit. You become Nick Cannon with your tail tucked between your legs, apologizing. You see how that went. But nobody says nothing when they do it. They scared. This is what black people need to realize. We need to do like the Jewish community. Respect to them. We need to do like them. Check a motherfucker. They do the same shit. The only difference is They made sure to plant their seeds and let their trees grow. That's what we got to do. Have our ownership. Have respect in the politics game. Respect in the house market, the banking, education, hospitals, whatever, schools. That's how they did it. Come on, man. Y'all stop being pussies out there and running with what white people say and other races tell you. Oh, they up here trying to trigger us. People don't need to worry about that. But then you'll turn around and say white people stick together. Stupid motherfuckers. That's why they stick together. They stay on code with each other, dummy. That's what we need to do. I ain't telling you to call out people who wrong for that they do. You call out Terry Crews or Shaq or Bartley, God bless you. Call their ass out. They not for us. They over there on that side. Let them stay on that side. Most of these cats be having white wives anyway, so you know that's what they gonna do. They not of independent. So you know that's what they gonna do. If you look at Candace Owens, I like how Willie D turned her name. Candace Owens, who she work for? She say she independent. She works for Turning Point. They sign her paychecks. She works for Turning Point. She's not independent. She works for Turning Point. Be careful about people like that. She a race baiter too. She come out and tell me some Breonna Taylor's a drug dealer when there's no proof. Honestly think about that, guys. Every time a white person gets found not guilty, we supposed to respect it. But they still don't respect the fact that OJ got found not guilty. You need to be mad at your justice system, not him. He did what he was supposed to do. He went to court, fought it, and won. Johnny Cochran got arrested, so and on the Kardashian lawyer that was on the case got arrested, so OJ paid them and got off. Whether he did the murder or not, he's not guilty. So respect the call. Respect my call, ref. Respect my call. So all you people out there that keep listening to that bullshit, that's y'all dumb motherfuckers. I ain't with it. I'm riding with my people. If y'all swear it down, you riding with your people, then ride with your people. We supposed to call out these motherfuckers. Point blank period. Straight up. Stop listening to everybody else trying to tell you, oh, we complaining, we using our shit like a scab. And when you know you happy to be black in this country. Somebody call it out, oh well, so what? Let them call it out. All them other races that choose to be blind and want to be white, let them be that. Don't let them come and tell you what you need. Every time some white person or another race or a coon try to come tell me what I need to do, tell them kiss my ass. Fuck you. Because majority of them be conservative fucking pigeons that'll try to sit there and tell you wrong for your opinion and your black experience in this country. They don't go through it. They have no right to tell us what we can talk about. I don't see no Native American Indians telling black people to shut up. That's the only race I would respect if they disagree with us. I would rather have a dialogue with the Native Indians because look what happened to them. They almost got completely wiped out. What is like 20,000 of them left or some shit? They're the only other race that's really been through it worse than us. The only other one. Because they almost it was American genocide. They almost wiped out the Indians. So unless it's an Indian shit, man, y'all, rest of y'all motherfuckers kiss my ass. Coons included. This your boy JT, opposite from the norm. Like, share, comment, make sure you subscribe. We're going to get back to this shit later. But we're going to keep riding for our people. If you don't like it, fuck you.